Oh, ha 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 ha. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my video. Today is Saturday, the 12th of October 2024. My name is Dan Kitao from Thailand. In this video, I'd like to talk about the true Dharma in Buddhism for the people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who wants to end suffering and attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only, because I'm present in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana in this life. I'm ready, but are you ready? The word Pra Arahant means a perfect person who has realized as his life is and has attained Nirvana. Dharma was taught by the Buddha can solve all problems not just temporarily but forever. If you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana only. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering because there is no cause to be born anymore. This means you can stop the cycle of death and reincarnation forever and escape from samsara forever too. Buddhism does not teach us to solve life problems and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. Then we will suffer. To Dharma in Buddhism doesn't have inspirational quote. There are only the truths that everyone can understand. The ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. Then you will suffer again. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught Dharma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any Buddhist language as we believe it. Dharma is not a human being, it's not an animal, it's not an object. Therefore, Dharma doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the Buddhist language as we believe it. I'm Dharma, you are Dharma. What you see over here, around here, is Dharma. Can you understand me? If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain your next life. The story in this song I want you to understand. Let's take a look. The first one is I like to talk about the decorated thought or thought process, and the second one is the fictional language, and the last one is ability to distinguish. Why did I say that? In this video, I like to talk about, I say the decorated thought or thought process, the fictional language, and ability to distinguish. I want to say, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way is being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. I absolutely forbid you to practice meditation and walking meditation. You were taught to believe. When you do like this means walking meditation. In reality, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a body posture of the human. Do like this. Doesn't mean walking meditation. and you were taught to believe arm, lifting, moving, dropping, lifting, moving, dropping. โอ้ยกูแล้วเหนื่อยเลย In Thailand this called เดินจงกรม In English is walking meditation. You can repeat after me. When you do like this in Thailand, it's called เดินจงกรม ยกย่างเหยียบยกย่างเหยียบยกย่างเหยียบ but in English lifting, moving, dropping, lifting, moving, dropping. Oh I'm tired กูแล้วโคตรเหนื่อยเลย I lifting, moving. You can repeat after me เดินจงกรม Good job again เดินจงกรม right I have something to show you Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches zero soul truth to attain Nirvana. Life and body don't suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts cause suffering. And the word Avidya is Pali language. It means ignorance in English. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of knowledge. And one, you suffer because you misunderstand. Two, you misunderstand because you lack of wisdom. Three, you lack of wisdom because you don't know ignorance as it really is. You lack of wisdom because you don't know ignorance as it really is. Realizing of your thought as it really is can literally help you become a wise person. Then ignorance will fade away by itself. I say this is not an exaggeration. And knowledge is created by using fictional language to create content and story such as mathematics, science, music theory, etc. for teaching its order, but ignorance as it is not about fictional language and cannot teach its order with the fictional language. The contents and story in พระไตรปิฎก are called knowledge. Contents and stories in พระไตรปิฎก are called knowledge. Wow, I say this is obvious because you have never heard someone say like me before. First of all, when you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me. Let's take a look. Always being aware of your thoughts. It can reduce stress, anxiety, anger, and it makes you more naturally focused. Without having to practice meditation, you will find natural peace. This is your life gradually change literally by little. Please bear in mind. I'm the พระอรหันต์ in Thailand. I can help you to end suffering. I teach you for free, no cost. Let's take a look. If you want to know what Buddhism teaches or how to permanently end suffering, you must be aware of your own thoughts. You learn the Four Noble Truths and Eightfold Path which are just principles of all knowledge that people who lack of wisdom memorize from books and teach to each other, which cannot help at all. Until you can realize that you are thinking, then you will find the real foldable truth permanently and end suffering and attain Nirvana because of awareness of thought. Meditation and walking meditation or asking and answering questions about Dhamma are wrong practice because you will have endless doubt. But person who lack of wisdom and follows like this method. Wow, why did I say that? I believe that you are a wise person who can understand me in this talk. As I told you, in this video I like to talk about the decorated thought or thought process, the first one. The decorated thought is a hard quality of all suffering because we learn everything from birth to death through the decorated thought. Have you ever heard someone say it like before? The decorated thoughts or thought process, they have the same meaning. What you see now, in reality, you see the way you see as it is, without using fictional. You can say to yourself, why you are seeing this? You see naturally. You never use the language. Say to yourself, I'm seeing a man who is playing a guitar. I show you like this. It doesn't mean a man who is playing a guitar, and it doesn't mean a man ก็พอดีกูอยากร้องเพลงนะ It doesn't mean a man who is singing the young one, darling, were the young one, and the young one, darling, were the young one. โอ้เขาขอเพลงช้าเพลงช้า Don't look so sad, I saw this over. ไม่ธรรมดาจะอัดแผ่นแล้ว Just kidding. In every life, what you see right here now, you see nature or crime. You never use the language. Say to yourself, I'm seeing a woman, I'm seeing a man. If you want to know how many people are there in this room, you must count. Wow, why you are seeing this? You never use the language. Say to yourself, you see naturally. If you want to know how many people are there in this room, you must count. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. กูละเหนื่อยเลยhere. I'm tired because I speak a lot. You want to know that how many people are there in this room? You have to count. You have to think according. Before you count, you have to think according to the meaning of the Buddhist language to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.กูละเหนื่อยเลย I'm tired because I speak a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7. But in reality, where you are seeing it, you see nature all the time. You never use the language. Say to yourself, I'm seeing a man, I'm seeing a woman. This is true Dhamma in Buddhism because everything in this world it doesn't mean human, doesn't mean an animal, doesn't mean an object. In Buddhism, it's called you see Dhamma or you see phenomenon. Now you see phenomenon. The word phenomenon or Dhamma, they have the same meaning. The word Dhamma, the word universal, the word phenomenon, they have the same meaning. It's just a fictional language. It's such a fictional language for understanding in this video. Can you understand me? If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again. topic to speak in this video, we are happy or suffer because of decorated thoughts, but we cannot realize our thoughts. Okay. From now on, I like to talk about the decorated thoughts or thought processes. Have you ever heard someone say like before? For example, as soon as you see this, you interpret within a fraction of a second by giving meaning and value to what you see. You can know that what does it mean, and you will totally visit a cat. This means decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think. Have you ever heard someone say like before? I want you to understand about the decorated thought. We suffer. We are happy or we suffer because the decorated thought give meaning and value to what you see or what you hear. Can you understand me? For example, again, as soon as you see this, you interpret within a fraction of a second by giving meaning and value to what you see. You can know that what does it mean. You will totally visit a cat, but you don't use the language. Say to yourself, "I'm seeing a cat." You see naturally all the time. In reality, Dhamma in Buddhism cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. I said this is obvious because you have never heard someone say like before. I say Dhamma in Buddhism cannot teach each other because there is nothing to teach. The word "there is nothing to teach" this means because the meaning of the language is that generally exist. The language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, body language is just a fictional language. It doesn't mean a language. I said it as a sound. You will try to visit a cat. Where can I find a cat? It doesn't mean a cat. What you see now, you see Dhamma, you see universal truth, you see phenomenon. But we name it. Today we name it is a cat. Tomorrow we can change the name to this is a dog, this is a bottle of water, this is a book. But what you see, it doesn't mean anything. Can you understand me? You see the way you see as it is all the time. In the same way, while we are seeing this, you see the way you see as it is. Can you understand me? It doesn't mean a man who is playing a guitar. You see the way you see as it is. As I told you, to Dhamma in Buddhism is not a human being, it's not an animal, it's not an object. Everything in this world is Dhamma. The word Dhamma, the word universal truth, the word phenomenon, they have the same meaning. It doesn't mean anything, it's not mean anything. You see the way you see as it is. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, being aware of what you are doing is the best way. I absolutely forbid you to practice meditation and walking meditation. You will try to live. When you do walking meditation, you will find the true peace of mind. I want to know, have you ever reached peace of mind? Not at all. It's just the belief, because you were taught to believe. When you were taught to believe, when you do walking meditation, you will find true peace of mind. Where can I find true peace of mind? As I told you, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way is being aware of what you are thinking. For example, if you want to drink water, you can know that this means a bottle of water. At first, you must open this screw cap. you have to think. You have to rotate this screw cap, rotate to the left to open like this. While you are rotating, can you realize your thoughts? Again. If you want to open this screw cap, you have to rotate to the left to open like this. Can you realize your thought? You want to do like this. Can you realize your thought? You want to do like this. If you can do that, that means you are wise. I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go. As I told you, in reality, no one suffers, no one is happy, because we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we accept to everything in this world. As I told you, I say the following story. I will say the decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think all the time. You may say I don't think anything. You may say I don't think anything. Not at all. The decorated thought doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. The decorated thought or thought process has no owner. The decorated thought is natural. It doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. But you cannot realize your thought. The decorated thought giving meaning and value to what you see or hear all the time. For example, let's take a look around here. Why you are seeing this? You never use the language, say to yourself, at first you see naturally. What you see or hear now, it doesn't mean anything, but we name it, is it Dhamma or phenomenon. In reality, the word Dhamma, the word phenomenon, it doesn't really exist. It's just a fictional word in English. Can you understand me? The word dukkha is Pali language. It doesn't mean suffering in English. Can you understand me? The word dukkha is Pali language. It doesn't mean suffering in English. Let's take a look around here. What you see or hear now, you see the way you see the way it is. You see as it is. This is Dhamma. Can you understand me? But if you want to know that how many people are there in this room, you must count. At first, before you count, you have to think according to the meaning of the physics language to count. You start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow! I speak a lot. I'm tired. In reality, it doesn't mean anything. What you see or hear now, it doesn't mean anything because let's take a look. I want to say, the language we use in everyday life is just a fictional language. I say, the meaning of the fictional language doesn't really exist. You were taught to believe in the meaning of letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the meaning of the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you see now doesn't mean the letter, doesn't mean alphabet, doesn't mean the number, doesn't mean 1 plus 1 equals 2. You see the way you see as it is all the time. When you count, you use the fictional language to count. Can you understand me? When you count, you use the fictional language to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where can I find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? It's just a belief in your thought because you were taught to believe. In reality, you see as it is. You see the way you see. If you can understand me in this talk, that means you are wise. Can you understand me? If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way, being aware of what you are thinking. Let's take a look. You were taught to believe. E equal mc squared and 1 plus 1 equal 2. I want to know, where can I find 1 plus 1 equal 2? Can you answer? No, they are 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 equal to, where can you find? It's just a belief, doesn't mean 1, 2, 3. No, you see the way you see. You see as there is. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. If you want to know how many pens are there in the box, wow, at first, what you see now, you see the way you see as it is all the time. But you were taught to believe in the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the meaning of the alphabet. If you want to know how many pens are there in the box, you have to count. At first, you start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it doesn't mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because what you see now doesn't mean a pen, doesn't mean a box. You see the way you see the way you see as it is. In the same way, I show you like this. You were taught this is a cat is on a box, and a cat is behind a box. A cat is on the left hand side of a box, on the right hand side. No, not at all. It doesn't mean a cat. It doesn't mean a box. It doesn't mean a cat is on a box. It doesn't mean a cat is behind a box. You see the way you see as it is. Can you understand me? I said this as obvious. You may accuse me I'm crazy. Why did I say that? Can you understand me? What you see now, or meow, meow, meow. You hear the way you hear. Doesn't mean cat voice. And bah, meow, bah. Or you hear the way you hear. Doesn't mean goat voice. Bah, doesn't mean cat's voice. Can you understand me? Because you have never heard someone say like me before. When you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me, and consider along as I said over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain this life. Okay. From now on, let's take a look. I like to talk about ability to distinguish. Ability to distinguish. Ability to distinguish is caused by the declared thought or thought process. But it seems that we don't think anything. The following an example can help you to understand about ability to distinguish. For example, when you walk like this, you won't walk to collide with obstruction. Again, when you walk, you won't walk to collide with obstruction like this. But when you walk, while you are walking, you are looking for space to walk like this. You're looking for space to walk like this. When you walk, you won't walk to collide with obstruction, because the decorated thoughts are on duty to think all the time. Decorated thought cannot be seen, cannot be stopped. It doesn't belong to anyone on earth. It has no owner. Again, I like to talk about ability to distinguish. For example, when you walk, you won't walk to collide with obstruction, but you are looking for space to walk like this. Can you realize your thought? You want to do like this. Again, I say ability to distinguish. When you walk, you won't walk to collide with obstruction, but you're looking for space to walk like this. Can you understand me? Because we can distinguish between obstruction and space for walk. You won't walk to collide with obstruction because you can distinguish between obstruction and space to walk. If you can't do that, that means you are wise. Can you realize your thought? You won't walk to collide with obstruction. And let's take a look. In the same way, what you see now on the table, you see the way you see actually is. Can you understand me? What you see now, while you are seeing this, you see naturally, without using the language. Say to yourself, I'm seeing an apple, an orange, a red car, a black pen, a red pen, a book, a newspaper. Can you understand me? You see naturally. I want you to understand about ability to distinguish. And. As soon as you see this, you can distinguish within a fraction of a second. You can know that this is edible, 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 inedible, inedible. This is edible. But you never use the language. Say to yourself, I'm seeing an apple, I'm seeing an orange, edible. And oh no, inedible. If you want to read a book, you choose this one. If you want to read a book, you choose this one and follow me. Before you read a book, at first you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language to read. While you are reading, can you realize your thought while you are reading? Because you have to think according to the meaning of fictional language to read. I say this as a self-read because you have never heard someone say it like before. And if you want to eat, you choose this one. And ไอ้นี่ของนี้แดกไม่ได้แดกแล้วฟันหักอันนี้กินได้อร่อยมาก I talk about ability to distinguish. Doesn't mean a book. Doesn't mean a book. Doesn't mean a red car. Doesn't mean an apple. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean a pen. You see the way you see. You see the way you see. Can you understand me? In this talk, I want you to understand about ability to distinguish, as I told you. As I told you. As I told you. 1, 2, 3. As soon as you see this, you can distinguish within a fraction of a second by giving meaning and value to what you see. You can know that. What does it mean? 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 And you can know that this is edible, 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 inedible. Inedible, edible, edible. Can you realize your thought? If you can do that, that means you are wise. Why you are seeing English? It seems that we don't think anything, but we have to think all the time because the decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think all the time. Decorated thought cannot be seen, cannot be stopped. It has no owner. It doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. To Dharma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence. To Dharma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence. As I told you, to Dharma in Buddhism is not a human being, it's not an animal, it's not an object. In reality, no one suffers, no one is happy, because Our true self is not really exist. What you see now, it doesn't mean a man who is standing, a man who is walking, or a man who is out, the young one, darling was the young one, and the young one, darling was the young one. Don't look so sad, I know so. กูเหนื่อยเขาขออีกเพลงอะพี่อยู่ไกลถึงท่าฉลอมเขาขอมายายกับป้าเขาขอมาสัตว์คิดดิ้งล้อเล่นเหนื่อยชิบหายเลย I'm tired because I speak a lot กูโคตรเหนื่อยเลย The story in this talk I want you to understand about ability to distinguish. It seems that we don't think anything. Everyone in this world must think because the thinking is natural. No one can stop thinking. Can you understand me? As I told you, to Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. The thought process, the decorated thought or thought process, is a symptom of the mind. Can you understand me? Through Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. I want to say, where can I find the mind? The word mind and the word life is just a fictional language. It doesn't really exist. But please believe temporarily. The word mind and life is real in this video. That first understanding is already in this video in order to not have to understand each other anymore because I don't teach you anything. I just borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the word mind and the word life. I say, to Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. Where can I find the mind? I want to say, let's assume the life which is still alive represents the mind. Can you understand me? The life which is still alive represents the mind. In reality, the word mind and the word life is just a fictional word. It doesn't really exist, as I told you. I said this, that first understanding is in this video in order to not have to understand each other anymore. Because I don't teach you anything. I say, when I teach Dhamma, I say I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the decorated thought or the mind. I say the life which is still alive represents the mind. To Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind, but the mind cannot be seen, cannot be touched. The word mind and the word life is just a fictional word that further study is in this video. Can you understand me? Make sense? Right. The mind cannot be seen. The right cannot be seen. Can you understand me? I say, the life which is still alive represents the mind. That first study is in this video because you have never heard someone say like me before. The decorated thought or thought process is the symptom of the mind. It doesn't mean the mind. Can you understand me? If you can't understand in this talk, that means you are wise. The mind cannot be seen. Okay. In the same way, I like to talk about the fictional language. The following story I will say is difficult to understand or hardly impossible to understand or you don't want to understand because you have never heard someone say like me before. I say the language we use in everyday life, whether spoken language or written language, both of these languages is just a fictional language. Where can I find the meaning of the language? For example, I have something to show you. What you see now doesn't mean letter A, B, C, D, doesn't mean number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't mean 1 plus 1 equal 2. Can you understand me? Where can I find 1 plus 1 equal 2? Where can I find E equal mc squared? It's just a belief. 1 plus 1 equal 2 is just a belief. I say this as sound weird because you have never heard someone say like before. When you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me. I have something to show you. You know, if someone sends you a message which wrote that, I love you because you are a good person. Wow! If someone sends you a message which wrote that, I love you because you are a good person, the matter in thought is pleasing. I love you แล้วก็กูรักมึงมึงรักกู You like the meaning of I love you because you are a good person ใช่เลยกูเป็นคนดีมึงเลยรักกู You want to keep it for a long time. While you are reading the sentence I love you because you are a good person, the matter in thought is pleasing. You want to keep it for a long time. โอ้กูก็อยากเก็บไอ้ความรู้สึกดีๆไว้กับใจเหลือเกินมันรักกูมันบอกกูเป็นคนดี And in the same way someone sent you a message which wrote that I hate you because you are a bad person. Wow, a bad person. I don't like it. I want to kick it out. I don't like the meaning of I hate you because you are a bad person. มันส่งข้อความมาหากูบอกกูโคตรเหี้ยเลยกูรับไม่ได้บอกกูเป็นคนเลวกูไม่ชอบกูอยากเตะแต่พอมันส่งมาโอ้หล่อมากเลยน่ารักมากเลยอยากเก็บไว้เลย When you read this word I hate you because you are a bad person the matter in your thought is not likable you want to get it out and get it out but the matter is pleasing I love you แล้วก็ I love you แล้วก็กูรักมึงแล้วกูก็อยากเก็บไว้นานความสุขดีๆ Ilati I'm tired because I speak a lot the meaning in the matter in thought it doesn't belong to everyone this earth it's natural the matter in thought cannot be seen cannot be stopped it happens to us to learn within a fraction of a second they will fade away by itself without dealing with anything can you understand me the matter in thought doesn't belong to anyone this earth as I told you when you read this the sentence I love you because you are a good person within a fraction of a second the meaning of I love you will fade away by itself without dealing with anything in the same way the matter the sentence I hate you because you are a bad person the matter in your thought is not likable and it will fade away by itself without dealing with anything I say this that it sounds weird because you have never heard someone say that before as I told you the decorated thought or the thought process are on duty to think all the time cannot be seen cannot be seen and cannot be stopped okay meow a cat say meow meow a goat say ba meow meow ba meow ba meow ba ba meow meow ba just kidding from now on I want you to understand about let's take a look the word as it really is as I told you to Dharma in Buddhism we study only the subject of the mind we did not study about the human existence what you see over here now around here what you see now doesn't mean a man who is speaking doesn't mean a man who is thinking doesn't mean a man who is walking but you see as it really is or you see the way you see or you see Dhamma you see universal truth you see phenomenon I want to say the word universal truth the word Dhamma the word as it really is the word phenomenon they have the same meaning it doesn't mean anything can you understand me in this talk I want you to understand about as it really is let's take a look let's take a look What you see now, you see the way you see as it is, but you were cross belief. This is boxing. It doesn't mean anything. Can you understand me? I said it as Soviet because the meaning of the language it doesn't really exist. You see the way you see as it is. This is true Rama in Buddhism, and the next one, and let's take a look. You see the way you see success. The word Tathata is Pali language. This means success in English. The word success and the word asset is they have the same meaning. You see the way you see asset is, but we name it football, and the next one, and you see the way you see as it is. Where can I find the meaning of horse racing? Because you were taught to believe. What you see now, you really see. You see the way you see as it is. But we name it with fictional language. This is horse racing. Where can I find the word, the meaning of horse racing? It's just the belief. It's in your thought. It's in my thought. This is. It doesn't mean anything. You see as it is, and you see as it is. Doesn't mean a soldier. You see the way you see it doesn't mean this is war. You see as it really is. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean this is war. Can you understand me? You see the way you see as it really is. And you see the way you see it doesn't mean tsunami. What you see now doesn't mean tsunami, but we name it tsunami. Where can I find the meaning of tsunami? It doesn't mean tsunami. You see as it really exists all the time. You see the way you see. This is to Dharma in Buddhism doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the fictional language as we believe it. Can you understand me? And you see the way you see, and what you see now, what you see now doesn't mean a monk. Doesn't mean a monk who is walking meditation. You see the way you see as it really is. You see the way you see. Doesn't mean a monk. Doesn't mean a monk who is walking meditation. You know. I want you to explain for understanding. As I told you, what you see over here now in every life is as it is. But we name it. This is an apple. This is an apple. This is a red car, and what you see now, you see the way you see as it is. You see as it is. I show you like this. Doesn't mean a buffalo was killed by a lion to death. Can you understand me? What you see now, you really see. But we name it. This is a white lion. This is a buffalo. While you are seeing this, it doesn't mean a buffalo was killed by a lion. I said it as Soviet. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again. Until it goes deep into your heart, then you will understand it And finally, you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana this life. And but you see now, you were taught to believe this is a red car and a man. Where can I find a man? Where can I find a red car? It's just a belief. What you see now is phenomenon, but you were taught to believe with fictional language. Why you are seeing this? Why you are seeing it? It doesn't mean a man was hit by a car. You see naturally, you see the way you see as history is. It doesn't mean anything. Can you understand me? If you can understand in this talk, that means you are wise. You know. The story in this video is difficult to understand or hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I want to say, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video. And consider along as I said over and over again. Can you understand me? In reality, no one suffers, no one is happy. We suffer because we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. Where can I find a red car? Where can I find a man? It's just a belief. Why you are seeing this? It doesn't mean anything. But you were taught to believe. A man was hit by a car to death. Can you understand me? In reality, you see suchness, you see tathata in Buddhism, you see phenomenon, or something which happened to the mindful awareness. This is something which happened to the mindful awareness. It doesn't mean anything. As I told you, true Dharma in Buddhism is suitable for the people who have the most wisdom and want to attain their next life. Can you understand me? I absolutely forbid you to practice about meditation and walking meditation. I want to know, when you meditate, have you ever reached peace of mind? Where can I find peace of mind? Where can I find? I want to know. When you do meditate, have you ever reached peace of mind? The true peace of mind is just the belief. It's in your thought, it's in my thought. As I told you, being aware of what you are thinking is the best way to solve life problem and attain Nirvana in this life. Not more to say than this, please bear in mind.